Guys, it's the song of the year. I'm telling you, it's the song of the year from the greatest show ever made. This is Sucker featuring Marcus King from Arcane Season 2. And I'm Peter Barber, professional singer and music producer. I've just done a full musical and vocal breakdown of this incredible song. I hope you guys enjoy it so much. I'm so incredibly passionate about this music and this show and everything that's coming out of Riot Music and League of Legends. Enjoy. I'll see you after. Bye.
No red rose on your grave, you poor sucker. One by one, all these bloodhounds keep coming.
I mean, from the beginning, it's just absolutely fantastic. And it's so there's not a ton happening right now. We get a big, we get this cool kind of cinematic drum roll into the start. And then we have a very featured acoustic guitar, vocals, and a little bit of, we've got some atmosphere being created in the background. And then, of course, Marcus King's vocals are just stunning. I didn't know Marcus before. I wasn't aware of his work before hearing this song. And I swear to God, this is like song of the year. I cannot stop listening to it. It's so good. But in this first section, we're kind of getting pulled in. There's not a huge, wall of sound. There's no drums. It's pretty stripped down to start off, but still has that really epic feel. We're in, I think, A flat minor. A flat minor. So it's going from A flat minor to E major. Or even, you might even call it F flat major in this case, because we're in A flat minor. Anyway, bizarre key choice, but we're going from that minor then down to the flat 6 major, essentially in A flat minor.
No red rose on your grave, you poor sucker.
These lyrics are not right.
All these bloodhounds keep coming. Sleep in the casket you made. You're gone, sucker. But you're bad if you thought I'd let you go. No.
I'm not letting the drums come in yet. Not yet. The atmosphere they're creating in the background, what they do in this show, it's my favorite show ever. Arcane, after season 2 came out, having seen it, it is my favorite show ever. I'm about to bring Mako back on the podcast to chat about the music from season 2 because he did a lot of it. Favorite show ever. And so it's composed in a way that's both cinematic, like a film score, but also is essentially like a dark pop album, or the first season was more dark pop. This second season is a little more like metal, a little more rock, a lot more grit in the vocals on a lot of the songs. Heavier overall, heavier. Kicking it off with "Heavy Is the Crown" by Linkin Park, which I'm also making a video for. But it's so cinematic but also functions like an album. Which is very different. Music hasn't been made for shows ever like this, where they write an album for the show, as opposed to a soundtrack where you kind of pick songs already that have been made for a show or for a movie. Absolutely fantastic. I'm rambling because I'm so obsessed with this music. Let me wind it back a bit.
You poor sucker.
Yes, we get these cinematic kicks.
These bloodhounds keep coming.
You can hear chain sound effects and other it's like we're in this huge echoey space, like this huge cinematic chamber. There's so much, and we got the lead vocal so right in the middle. You hear the vocals so clean, but there's miles of space around the voice, and the guitar is also very close and present. It's so cool, so cool.
Sleep in the casket you made. You're gone, sucker. But you're bad if you thought I'd let you go. No.
Marcus's voice is so interesting. It's there is a very light amount of grittiness to it, but there is an edge to the sound. There is extra air kind of escaping through the voice, but there's an edge to it. He's clearly a tenor voice. He gets very comfortable up around this E4 up here. Very comfortable up there. He goes higher later in the song, I believe. But there's such an interesting edge and grit to the sound. Now, it's not a super intense. It's not like metal grit. It's not like deathcore, harsh vocals or anything like that. But there's just an edge. There's like a dark shimmer to the sound. Arcane reference, shimmer. It's just so captivating, and it just draws you in, and it's perfect. It's a very dramatic sounding voice.
Let you go.
Nice vibrato.
No. Get the fuck out of my head. So long, sucker. I don't wanna see you. I hate this life. Whoa.
Oh, I mean, when the heavy drums come in, I mean, it is so tough, dude. So tough. And then, so the whole first verse, we had just single voice Marcus. Now we have multi-track voice Marcus. So it's like his voice is in multiple places at once. It adds a much kind of thicker sound, more epic sound. Then the drums come in and the chords do start moving a bit more. So that whole first verse, we just had A flat minor, E major, A flat minor, E major, A flat minor, E major the whole time. Then in this chorus part, drums come in, voices get multi-tracked, and the bass and the chords start moving around a lot more.
But I let you go. No. Get the fuck out of my head. So long, sucker.
Like the bass is like doom doom ding ding doom 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 doom, which is a lot more movement than we got for the whole first 30 seconds of the song.
No. Get the fuck out of my head. So long, sucker. I don't wanna see you. I hate this life. Whoa.
All four chord changes there. 4 chord changes there, right in a row. Do 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 do.
See you. I hate this life. Whoa.
5.
Get your fingers out of my hair. You're gone, sucker. Good luck killing me, 'cause I'm already dead inside.
I love how it cuts out. It's just the guitar when he says "dead inside." Do 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 do. Dead inside. Then the everything comes back in. It's so good. That guitar motif actually reminds me of Last of Us. I watched it like a year and a half ago, but something in my brain is like, yeah, that guitar reminds me of Last of Us. Just phenomenal. It's so cool when just like a raw drum set hits hard, like EDM drums, like dubstep drums that are like designed to hit super, super hard. But man, if you use a drum set, like if you use sampled real drums in the right way, it can hit just as hard. And this is one of those moments when the drums come in, it's just forget it, dude. Forget it.
Already dead inside. Dirty little animals, you cannibals, eat your supper. One by one, all these vultures keep coming.
So he gets all the way up to that A flat 4, tenor high 5/4, and that grit that I was talking about earlier, that edge really comes out. Okay, it's like there's extra air and edginess in the sound. And he's staying fully connected in that chest voice. I mean, without trouble, mind you. So high tenor voice for Marcus. If he's getting up to A flats that easily, sensational.
Cannibal.
Yeah, on Cannibals, he really lets that grit come out.
Dirty little animals, you cannibals, eat your supper.
I love it. Your supper. Like he gets that groan, that moan in there, adding that affect. Also, Dirty Little Animals. That's a song from the first season by Bones UK. So I like the kind of shout out to the season 1 soundtrack.
Little dirty little animals, you cannibals, eat your supper. One by one, all these vultures keep coming.
These voices keep coming. He's putting all these like slides and moans and groans into the text, which adds so much more character and spice and life to these words.
All these vultures keep coming. Pretty little lamb, don't come down here. You're gone, sucker. But you're mad if you thought I'd let you go.
It's so good. And the second verse, in the background, what's mainly different from the first verse is we have a constant kick. We have that drive, and that's a great tool in songwriting and music production, to where in the first verse it's more stripped down, right? We just had guitar and we had all this cinematic stuff, but there wasn't a clear like driving pulse. Then you come back to the second verse and a lot of elements are similar, but you have a pulse. So you start really moving in the first chorus, and you don't really let that die going into the second verse. It's still much lower energy than the first chorus, but there's still movement.
Pretty little lamb, don't come down here. You're gone, sucker.
Back to just the 2 chords.
You're mad if you thought I'd let you go. Get the fuck out of my head. So long, sucker. I don't wanna see you. I hate this life. Whoa.
So second chorus, pretty much carbon copy of the first chorus. Not really anything changed here. I was just appreciating the animation, it's the greatest animation ever done. I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, there's a great mini-series called Bridging the Rift. It's all about how Arcane, how they made season 1. I hope they do something like this for season 2. The animation for this show is just, can't even put it into words. It's absolutely beautiful. I've never seen a more beautiful, powerful, heartbreaking show ever. It's just amazing. I'm absolutely obsessed. Totally obsessed with it.
I hate this life. Whoa. Get your fingers out of my hair. You're gone, sucker. Good luck killing me, 'cause I'm already.
High tenor, high B, that grit, but just a really great, huge high belt from Marcus. Now, it's kind of in the background, right? It's not right straight in the front of the mix like the other parts of the lead vocals are. It's like a more atmospheric, kind of like epic belt that just kind of, it blends in more with the background than being like a forefront thing, but it adds a nice intensity to the end of this chorus.
Good luck killing me, 'cause I'm already.
The chords here are so interesting. Pass that down. Oh my God, so good. So I'm writing a lot of original music right now, and I get so much inspiration from the music that comes out of League and Riot games. It's like, it's so cool. Some of these crazy cool chords and just like sonic structures and the cinematic feel, so inspiring. So we're gonna break down what's going on here. So that's the first two chords we got. A flat to E. But it's not E major like we heard earlier. That's our what, 4? Yeah, we got a C sharp major. Interesting. Super interesting. You would expect minor. And then we get A major, which is a flat, major flat 2. So maybe they're using it like a Neapolitan chord. And then I think they go to 5. This is really music theory nerd stuff, guys. So thanks for bearing with me. Yeah, so I think they go Neapolitan flat 2 to the 5, E flat, back to A flat. Crazy. And then they go A flat minor to G major. No, maybe A flat. Yeah. Yeah, A flat minor to G major. Crazy. Neapolitan chord. 5-1. G major. That's the E.
Get the thought out of my head. So long, sucker. I don't wanna see you. I hate this life. Oh.
This is a really interesting section. It's just like stomp, clap, a little bit of the cinematic background stuff, and then what sounds like modulated vocals. Like, it sounds kind of like children singing, but it just sounds fake. It sounds like someone's voice was pitched up, which of course would have been intentional. It's interesting. Let me know what you guys think.
So long, sucker. I don't wanna see you. I hate this life. Oh.
To me, it sounds like adult women singing, but they've been pitched up some, so it sounds like weird kids. Which is a thing. If you don't account for what's called formants, which has to do with your vocal tract size and shape. If you just pitch something up and down, that's when you get like
the Alvin and the Chipmunk sound if you pitch something way up.
Or you get like the opposite if you go down the other way.
If you don't account for those formants. That's what it sounds like is happening here, like intentionally not accounting for them. So it just sounds like a little weird.
I see you. I hate this life. Get your fingers out of my hair. You're gone, sucker.
So this is it's like the full lyrics for the chorus, but it's only atop these two chords again, D, A flat, and E. And it's with this weird distorted child chorus, but all the text from the actual chorus.
Fingers out of my hair. You're gone, sucker. Good luck killing me 'cause I'm already.
God, Silco just looks so tough.
Good luck killing me 'cause I'm.
Look at that. Oh, God, the animation. It's just amazing. I don't want to spoil the show for you guys. You just have to see it. It's like, you just have to see it. You don't have to like animated anything. You don't have to like anything you'd think you would need to like it. You know what I mean? Everyone should watch the show.
Already dead inside.
Guitar solo over top the chords. Oh, Jinx.
Get your fingers out of my hair. You're gone, sucker. Good luck killing me 'cause I'm already dead inside.
Unbelievable. Guys, if you enjoyed this breakdown and this analysis and my unbridled enthusiasm for this music and this show, please do consider joining my Patreon. It's the best way to support me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.